there, this is Darth Rabbit07, come to you today with another Showzstore arrival. Fresh off the truck, we got MD-005, also known as the knockoff to the Studio Series 86 Commander Optimus Prime. But this guy is truly a masterpiece, and nowhere should it be called a knockoff. It has more parts and bits and stuff as we go through here. I'm going to show you a picture of the box. I'm going to show you the picture of the box within the box. And it's protected in this nice clamshell here. And here's the back side of that, and the front side of the clamshell, and how I got it laid out here on the table. Always make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. We're going to turn this camera around and take a look at the ingredients all out there on the table. And all truth, guys, this is the ingredients that should have been included with the first recipe for Commander Class Optimus Prime, but the folks that made MD-005 really did knock this out of the park. And we're just going to start off with this animation accurate head, and then we got another head, I guess is more anime accurate, and we got a little slightly bent ear here, but that's okay. And this is how it's laid out in the box as well. You got a Starscream head, really happy. I want the body that goes with this Starscream and these wings and that intakes. You got a refrigerator for the truck mode. You got a busted up damage panel for that left side of his body. The intakes, each of the wings, another battle scarred Optimus Prime head with the big extra pointy points. You got several window options, null rays, and on my null ray, and your mileage may vary, I got to take the hairdryer to this because it was bent out of shape in the box. You have the Skybound arm, the Skybound cannon, and then you got same very pointy and hard bent blast effects. I'll try to straighten that out also with that. These do separate into the other pieces, but they are extremely spiky and extremely pointy, and they will hurt. But so there's all that there. Optimus himself looking mighty fine with the silver chest, but we got options aplenty here, and I'm going to end up making this guy my Commander Class Devastation Optimus Prime before it's all said and done. Looking really freaking awesome, feeling really great in hand. Kind of reminds me of the muted stuff, kind of like Magic Square versus what Hasbro's glossy stuff, and that's not a bad thing. This thing feels super in hand, and no having to apply my fix toward this absolutely beautiful piece. And if there's any awful waffles, did the original have the awful waffles? Let's just take a look real quick. And it had some awful waffles there too in the original, but this is every bit of a masterpiece, guys, the way it is out of the box. And you have the trailer. I'm going to have to repro label that thing up, and inside of there, this thing will open up and reveal roller on this side there. And then when you open this up fully, you do get my little station was loose out of the box, and so was the gun, so I fixed those. But that's how it does compact inside of that clamshell. And little scary sounds there. And then you close this back up, and then down here you do get your blast effects that come with the original. I love every bit about this package. This is how the original should have been released, and we'll have to apply some stickers to this and put this guy through the paces and stuff. There's Roller. He rolls his roller, rollers should. Anyways, guys, we'll do some comparisons as we move along here. Thanks for your attention thus far. Now we got the contents or the ingredients out there on the table. Let's mix this stuff up in the robot mode first, and then we'll go back into the truck mode. And here is 005 looking awesome, standing with the standing base configuration, looking superb and good. And we're going to get that base into the base mode. Roller's already having fun with the Skybound cannon. And yeah, let's get this base laying down and do a different configuration with 005. Here's a wide shot of 005 versus the original, and you can see it, the base doesn't really lay down as flat and steady as this one did right here. This stuff over here didn't come with all these extra goodies and extra fun stuff. We got the Skybound look for 005 with the Samuel L. Jackson Optimus Prime blaster there. You got the hard arm back blast effects there, and we're going to take these guys out of the picture here and just focus in on 005 now. Gotta say, guys, this 005 Prime is just awesome all the way around. This is what we should have had with the Commander class for that price point, and we paid just about $15 more than what we paid for the original, and we get all this extra awesome good stuff. Let's go ahead while I got him in this configuration and go through that articulation that we already know a lot of. He's got that same thing going on where you're not going to get a whole lot of looking up, but these antennae do like swing around and move around and stuff as needed. Those eyes and that face are good, left and right. This pops off and swaps off so super duper easy, as I am so indecisive of what I like the look of best. I'm gonna have to like work with this one just a little bit more, but that head looks great. Same articulation there. Actually, I think this one can look up a little bit better. Actually, it doesn't look up better, and those antennas do go back and forth as needed. It's just Prime, man, unless it's not, and then it's Starscream. But then we can also do the battle damage from the 86 movie. And that battle damage tabs in there, but just not too securely, but just enough to get you a good pose of the battle damage together, guys. Let's get this back to normal. And I want to show off that this little hole right here does not exist on the right side at all, and it doesn't exist on this original piece. So you're not going to get to recreate that with the original. There's your difference there, guys. I hope that helps. And we can recreate that G1 episode where you have Optimus fighting Optimus and stuff, and depending on how you have it configured, you can have it totally looking exactly like that show, or you can have fun with it like I have and give it a different head and still keep 005 from the original 86 Commander Optimus Prime. But what's even more better, guys, inadvertently we got the Devastation pieces to make this guy Studio Series perfect 86 Devastation perfect Commander class Optimus Prime. And this package just totally delivers, guys. I can't wait to get this over in the truck mode and then get some more of this Skybound fun with Starscream, which you can do that next. And here he is all Starscreamed up, just like that 1G1 episode, looking fantabulous. No hollowness in the back of the wings. This looks like it could be part of Starscream's back. And you know what, guys? This is a leader Commander class set of Seekers that we deserve, that these null rays go to, that head goes to. That head is absolutely beautiful. Those wings are beautiful too. Anything less is just not acceptable anymore, Hasbro. I really do think that 005 Prime totally crushes the Commander class version, and I still love my Commander class version. Even with this thing's little faults here, this is really freaking awesome, guys. We're going to put a pin in this right now, get this back inside. The mosquito is starting to eat me up, and we got to go catch Superman right here in just a few minutes. Bear with me. It'll be just a pause for you. And we're back, and Superman was really awesome. Just like 005 Prime is freaking spectacular. I am going to add some labels, toy haxes, to the appropriate spots there. But I just want to go through, and I'm going to try to, there we go, illuminate the subjects a little bit more, and let you see how this works out here. I don't have something quite sitting right, so it's not totally flush, but you can see the difference. If you look between this and that one's hollowed out. They filled in the gaps here. And I'm going to keep working with that as I keep going along. Silver on the 005 Prime. So there's 005 Prime, 00. This is just the 86 Commander class. As it's got the label there, the hollowness in those little flaps. You can see again that those are solid over there. They actually filled in the gaps on the third party. And then this has got the little clear thing over with the 2 notches. And I could probably go back and put these little things in there and hopefully not have the, I might still even have the holes, so that would be pointless. So we'll just leave him alone and not devalue him, but I think I'm going to go with the cell shaded option. And now that I've got everything out there together, I just wanted to show this off before I did all that, before I labeled it up, just to kind of go through there. So there's a comparison. And while we got it bobtail, I'm going to turn this around here carefully and let you see I got that gap filled in with the cooler there, but it kind of just, and now it's not going to flop out now they got it on camera. It usually just flops on out. These are a lot more stiff than the 86 version there, and these wheels are chromed out to the max. I think those are just painted over there, And this is not plastic. It's actually that it's not really rubber, but it's not plastic either. So that's really, really nice that they did this here. They all roll really, really good for what it's worth. The paintwork is really good. Silver windows where it's blue over there. And on the inside of my trailer, I forgot to show you this, guys. I'm gonna try to open this back up with just the door here. There's a little paint splatter, like imperfections on my trailer. As you can see, like right here. And then you can see it in there too, like just how the light hits it sometimes. And I might as well go and open it back up. Not only does it not like want to open out fully, but there's a little bit of inconsistencies there, but I am good with it. He will lock up the way he's supposed to, and everything does stay better because these are actually hard plastic versus soft plastic. And it's just always a little bit of a cringe with both trailers. And this one won't fully fold out and touch the ground. So like what you can do to get around that is you can undo this and then lay this out here and then lay it a little bit more flat. You can get it to go flatter. So that's the workaround with the whole not going flat thing. And I'm okay with it, period. And oh, the other thing is this side has no screws in here. So I may take one of the screws over here and just sit it over there so that it actually stays together, because this thing will come apart at nothing when I go to transform it. So you can see there, screws, no screws. Gets easily overlooked being it's a third party. But this doesn't feel like a KO, guys. I mean, hell, Hasbro doesn't like do little spot checks and whatnot. And these guys ain't new age, but they really did crush this 005 Prime in his vehicle mode. So let me get those windows popped on the way I want to do it. I think 005 Prime as Devastation Optimus looks spectacular. And I just got to get the symbol on that and that. Give me a moment. I think that'll work just fine as I put the other one up here to compare. That looks fine to me. I'm good with it. I like it like this. This looks very animation fun and friendly. Let's get that trailer next. A little smaller, but not too shabby. Let's get that other side. Like I was saying, it's close enough for me. Let me get a couple other configurations, get these guys into some final thoughts. If you're wanting to use it, you can try to order that TH1305 Part 1 of 1 from Toy Hacks. Like I said, moving into some final thoughts. 005 Prime does not disappoint, whether you do the Skybound thing, you have roller pull in the trailer, adding the symbols, taking off the symbols, doing the windows. And no matter how you do it, this guy totally rocks. So good. He simply looks amazing, guys. I can't get over how good this really did turn out. How much of a thing Hasbro actually missed on doing it exactly right for that price of, I mean, this is 2 thumbs up. Back to robot mode. MD-005 Prime is outstanding. And I also just discovered something else that you can do with this guy. It's not this even. I went to go take this off and I actually opened this up and discovered that when you take this bit off, you can actually rotate this around and get that more accurate looking Megatron arm. However you want to do it, it doesn't matter there. I like to have that bigger peg in the hole there. So there you go, guys. That is freaking awesome. This guy exceeds my expectations, as most third-party stuff does of late. This is a masterpiece, like for retail. This is what that should have been. That said, I hope you enjoyed this quicker look at 005 Prime. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. And he can be used in a multitude of different ways, and I like the Devastation look the best. Thank you again for watching. Y'all have an excellent, safe week out there. Until hour 1.